Hello everyone, Cesar here, and we come with the second installment of the Nut video, in which what we are going to do is we are going to clean the guitar, polish the frets, etc., and get a total setup. A couple of things I should have said in my first video. The first one is that it is really a good advice to score the nut here, where the nut meets the neck of the guitar with a very thin blade or X-Acto knife, just in case the manufacturer has sprayed finish over the nut, and then when you try to extract it, you may damage the finish. It is not the case in this guitar, but it may be the case in your guitar. So it's a good advice to score, right, the edges here of the nut, and when in all the joints where the nut meets the neck of the guitar. That is the one. The second is that I said that this nut will fit with all the core models and the Paul guitars. It is a partial truth. It will fit with the guitars that have, the PRS guitars that have the same neck profile than this one, which is the pattern, okay? The pattern profile. My 5 PRSs have pattern profile because it's the profile that I like. I love that neck. I think it's the best neck in the market. I'm sorry, after playing many guitars, as you know that I do, but that's the idea. I should have said that this is a nut that is perfect for the pattern neck profile, okay? And with that out of the way, we are going to go ahead. We are going to take the strings off the guitar. We are going to polish the frets, clean the fretboard a little bit, clean the guitar a bit, and then go to the setup. And by the way, I'm going to show you something. I think you can see it very well. This is a ding in the guitar, and if I show you the back, you probably can see there very well that the guitar has signs of being played and loved all over the guitar, and there it has another ding, see? And this takes me to a video that I just watched from a guy that I follow, Dave's Guitar channel, right, who says at the beginning of the video, this is a tool. This is a tool. The musical instrument is me, and I think it's so true. This is a tool, and it's a tool that I use. I'm not going to say here that you have to get your guitars beaten or no, but those are natural things that happen when you play and you use your guitar and you take it with you to play in places. This is what I do, and this is a guitar that is a very well played guitar for its age, right? Well, taking the advantage of my new tripod, which is as shitty as the old one but significantly taller, right? We are having a different perspective. We are gonna take the guitar, the strings of the guitar, remember, with this ruler. We simply unscrew here. It is a simple process. I'm going to put an eraser again at the tail, because if not, it will basically fall. And while we do this, just sharing with you that lately I've been watching several YouTubers whining and, oh, the algorithm, my channel, don't get views. Some of them pay for promotion, which is perfectly fine. Guys, don't take this that seriously, honestly. I mean, I am extremely happy that I can share what I do with my instruments and with guitars and with my gear, my Kemper, my Helix, which is just a fraction of what I do musically speaking, right? But I'm super happy that there is this way of sharing with people what you may know or you may not know, learning from other people. If everybody would do this for the money and the views, this won't be fun, right? So my point here is, don't think about views. Don't do whatever you want, okay? But if you keep on thinking about views and about getting millions of subscribers. By the way, we are going to reach 4 million views today in the channel. Imagine that, right? Imagine that something that you have done has been watched 4 million times, not by 4 million people, 4 million times, right? Which is fantastic. I have 22,000 is gonna be 23,000 subscribers. I mean, and well, I'm super happy with that. And if you wanna subscribe, I'm happy. And if you don't, I'm happy too. So honestly, guys, really, give yourselves a break. And if you have a day job, focus on your day job. Take this as a hobby. I've been playing guitar for many years, professionally, most of them. I've never left my day job, and I will never do, because that's what it is, right? On top of that, I love my day job, right? So that's just my perspective. We are taking the tail out, and we are going to put it here because we are going to save the strings, are fresh strings, and we are going to use them later, right? So I'm going to put them in a safe place. They already are. And what we are going to do now is we are going to polish a little bit the frets, right? And we are going to clean a little bit the fretboard and the guitar. And we will go through a couple of things here that I think you're going to love, right? Oh, look, just received the message. So first, the fret cleaning. What we are going to do, fret polishing, sorry, is we're going to use this fret guard. Advice also for the newbies. When you will order these things on Amazon, they are really shitty. They are sharp here in the edges. And if you want to save your money, right, and order them in Amazon, at least tape them with masking tape so you won't hurt your fretboard, right? And again, this is a fretboard because it has frets. A keyboard has keys, right? A fingerboard does not have fret. So violins, double basses have fingerboards. Now, what do I use to polish the fretboards? I use fret erasers, and the ones that I have, probably you are not going to believe that, but those are the first generation of Crimson guitars. I got them like in 2012, I think. And look, they are still absolutely well. Some of them are more used, right? Like the 600 and the 1200 that I have already cut it. But these things last forever. I have 220, 400, 600, and 1200. And we are going to go first with the 600 and second with the 1200 across all the frets, okay? And as this is not intellectually exciting, I'm going to spare you from the most of it, okay? Well, so back to our thing here. What we have done, remember, is we have gone first with the 600 fret eraser, and after that with the 1200. This is what I do, right? When the frets are not that terrible, and they are not, they are very well played. And now we are going to go and we are going to clean the fretboard a little bit. We are going to use this, the fingerboard remedy from Fender, and the reason why is because I ran out of the F1 oil from Music Nomad, right? This is a funny thing. I've been using these products. This is for cleaning the guitar. This is a different story. This is the guitar detailer, but I'm just basically making the point that I've run out of F1 oil and I have no F1 oil and I will have to buy it. But I'm using these guys' products from 2015, I think. I think you can go back to my channel and see videos and watch videos where I'm using the F1 oil. Yeah, back in 2015, right? And I use always products from Music Nomad. I think this is a great company. Funny thing is that they were not very well known until Philip McKnight gave them a big shout out, and they are now all over the place. And I'm happy because I like this company, right? So Music Nomad, this is for cleaning the guitar. We are gonna clean the guitar with this. I'm running out of this, but that I could find it at the store. The F1 oil, no. So we are going to use this one that I have from the Fender Custom Shop. It's relatively old, so I hope it's okay. And we are going to go with this fantastic toothbrush that I only use for these purposes. That is a courtesy of American Airlines long-haul flights, okay? You may see, I'm going to use just one drop in each one of the frets. It smells like lemon oil, actually. I don't like lemon oil. Not because I have anything against it, it's because sometimes in guitars that are heavily inlaid, let's say, with a lot of inlays, they go a little bit yellowish if you use too much. I've never used too much. Sometimes I don't use it in 1 year. So now you may see that there are some small white particles at the fretboard, especially in this place here. It's my sweat, okay? Sweat coming from my hands, my fingers, right? So this is the reason why I'm using the toothbrush, so we can clean it. It goes away. Yeah, it smells exactly like lemon oil, this fingerboard remedy. I have it since my last visit to Japan. It was several years ago. We had a great time playing there. Japan is a fantastic place from the music point of view and from, of course, the guitars point of view, right? Guitars everywhere, right? And very nice people. So this is what we're doing, and once we are done in all directions, it's a very soft toothbrush, just for my enemies out there. Nothing is going to happen to my guitar, and nothing is going to happen to your guitar if you follow Cesar's advice. So once we're done with it, sorry for the earthquake, because I'm touching the tripod, we are going to go and make sure that we remove all the excess with our wonderful and magic Walmart microfiber cloth. I have one microfiber cloth in each one of the cases of my guitars, because yes, other than the wall hangers I have here in my home studio, my guitars live in their cases when I'm not playing them. And I know that some of you get bananas every time I say this, but believe me, the best place for your guitar to be when you are not playing it is in the case. In the stores, the guitars need to be exposed because you are going to try to sell them. Fine. The ones that I have hanging on my wall here on my back are mostly wall hangers, are already retired for issues or whatever the thing it is that I've had with the guitar, and I don't play them. And this is the reason why they are hanging on the wall. Okay, I think we're fine with it. Yes. So we're done with the fretboard. Now we're gonna go and grab another microfiber cloth for the body of the guitar and a music nomad guitar detailer. I'm running out. It's already a little bit, as you see, used. I never put it on top of the guitar. I think it won't be. It will be okay, but just in case, a little bit here. It's dying already. Okay, I've got a new bottle over there. Yes, here. Okay. Hey, hello. And we are going to just gently clean the parts of the guitar that sometimes we don't have access when it is stringed. This cleaner, first of all, smells beautifully. It's kind of difficult to describe. But the second is, you can use it whatever the finish your guitar has. So you are making sure that you are not hurting the finish of your guitar. It does not have silicone, okay? So we will simply now use the dry part and the beautiful finish with the dings and scratches in all its glory. It's a beautiful guitar and it's a fantastic playing machine. It's an instrument, it's a tool, okay? Now, I'm sure we're gonna have people in the comment section, but if you use the guitar so much, why don't you buy a cheaper one? And then, listen, if you like to drive, and if you can afford a Ferrari, you probably are gonna have a Ferrari, better than a Honda, maybe, okay? That's the answer, okay? And I have a couple of friends here in YouTube who buy really high-end guitars, right? And I'm super happy with that. I mean, this is what they like, is their passion, so let them do it. Come on. I mean, you don't need to be an F1 pilot to have a nice car. You don't need to be a professional musician or a super good player to have a very good guitar. I mean, what's this? Are we going to go back to the days that you are entitled to tell people what they should buy and what they not? This is not okay, guys. Leave people alone, right? Now we do a little bit of the headstock, you see. Great, I mean, just undust it, okay? Taking the dust off. Now the strings are coming back and we are going to do neck relief. We are going to do string height. We are going to do pickup height. And we are going to do intonation. The intonation in this guitar is easy, but it has a couple of tricks. So stay tuned. Well, so we come here with our tailpiece, right? And we are going to put the strings back in the guitar, right? Because those were fresh strings and they are perfectly usable. And while we do this, let me go through a little bit of a conversation about the YouTubes, okay? The YouTubes, our beloved YouTubes. And we said before that there are some people here in YouTube, people with channels that are whining, oh, my views, the algorithm. Fine, I mean, listen. It is how it is, right? What can you do? And I understand their frustration, right? I have videos that make hundreds of thousands of views, literally, right? And I have videos that make hundreds of views, literally too, right? Do I know why? Well, usually my videos have a very slow takeoff, but then one day they start to grow, especially the lessons. My lesson of Shape of My Heart is well above the 100,000 views. I think it's already passed, has already passed the 150,000. Well, anyway, it is how it is. So I can understand their frustration, right? And to some extent I may sympathize. You put effort and then you don't see those efforts coming to fruition, I would say, right? But it also depends on your level of expectation, of course, right? And why are you in YouTube? If you are in YouTube because you want to make money and get free gear, I hear people saying, oh, let's see if I can close a deal with company X, company B. Well, if this is what you want to do, then yes, of course, you are going to need a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, right? And there are other people, and this is what I cannot stand. I understand everything, and of course, this is a free platform. Everybody can upload whatever they want, and I'm happy watching videos of people when I can learn something that I don't know, or different perspectives. I'm talking about guitars, right? But what I cannot honestly stand are the guys who have no idea of what they're talking about, and they talk like if they were the deans of a college, right? Or like if they were an authority, right? And this really gets into my nerves. People who hardly can play a pentatonic scale giving you advices. Well, it is how it is, right? It is how it is. Simply unsubscribe, and let's not waste time watching those stupidities. Anyway, now we are gonna tune the guitar to pitch, and we are going to start the setup. We are gonna measure the neck relief, we are going to measure the string height, and we are going to measure the pickup height. Go to the right one, and then we will do the intonation. As I said, in this guitar is interesting. So bear with me for a second, because I need to tune up, okay? Okay, so we are in tune, and now we are gonna finally cut the strings of our guitar. Okay, one, okay. Now we are gonna go to playing position, and we are going to do all the adjustments, etc., that the guitar will probably need, so stay tuned. Okay, now we are checking the neck relief, right? So we have our truss rod wrench. Use the right truss rod wrench in your guitars, because if not, you can damage the truss rod. And our capo at the first fret. PRS spec says between 5 and 10 thousandths of an inch. I have here 4 filler gauges that are the measurements that I mostly used, are in millimeters, but are the ones that would be from 5 thousandths to 10 thousandths. I have 0.3, 0.2, 0.15, and 0.25 millimeters. And you can do this by feel, and in fact, at the end of the day, this is what is really important. How do you feel about the guitar? But not all the guitars can take a very, very flat neck, right? In fact, I prefer to have some relief in the neck. There's always some amount of bass, but the important thing in electric guitars is that this bass does not go through the amp and then heard, or through the recording, and it can be heard in the recording, right? So let me zoom a little bit for you, if I find my control here, and I will try to do it in a way that you will see what I'm doing here, but for the ones who have not seen me doing this before. Basically, with the capo at the first fret, as we have said, we are going to press here where the neck meets the body, and we are going to check what is the gap between the string and the fret, on the top of the fret, at the 7th and at the 9th fret. I'm going to go with the 0.25 millimeters, right? And let's see how we go. Well, we can tighten a bit this neck. This is what we are going to do. I'll take the capo off, and we are going to give a very slight turn to what would be the right, to tighten the truss rod, okay? One thing with PRS guitars is that, at least the core models, have a very sensitive truss rod. I have I would say it is a rule of thumb, right? I have experienced this. The highest quality the guitar is, the more sensitive the truss rod is, right? So again, pressing at the last fret, and again our capo at the first fret. We are going to check again with the 0.25 millimeters. That is almost perfect. It would be between 0.20 and 0.25 millimeters, the relief that we get. We are going to check with the 0.20. Let me see if you can see it. Probably we have tightened a bit too much. You see, and we practically didn't touch it. So we are going to, again, just a very light touch. Again our capo, again the fret. Yes, that is very good. So we are going to leave it with 0.20 millimeters, that, if my calculations are correct, is 0.08 of an inch. That's the relief we have in our neck, right? And at this string height, we don't have any perceivable fret buzz. Now we are going to check the string height, and let me show you something here. This string ruler is, in my opinion, the best in the market. And again, my videos are not sponsored by any manufacturer, okay? This is what is called the, let me see if I can give you a good visual, the Fret Guru. I think it is the Fret Guru 2.0, Fret Guru, like YouTube Guru 2.0. And it is not sharp here like the cheapo ones that you can buy in Amazon, etc. I really do believe that if you have several guitars or you do some guitar work, this is a great tool. Now, we are going to check at the 12th fret. My preferred action would be between the 3 and 4/64 of an inch, right? And the low E is a little bit above 3/64, which is good. And the low E would be in 3/64, which is good. We are not going to touch it. And now we are going to check if we have any perceivable fret buzz in this situation. Which it doesn't look like. All the notes are okay. And let's see if the notes choke. They don't, and now we are going to go with the intonation and back to the bench. There we go. And every time we talk about intonation, and you see me intonating guitars in my channel, I prepare a bit of an installation here because I do it with my Kemper, with the strobe, with the tuner, which is extraordinary, right? I hope you can see the little squares dancing as I speak, and then basically what happens is that the strings do vibrate and the pickups do take the signal and it goes to the Kemper. This is the reason why the tuner is getting crazy. Now this guitar has only 2 points of intonation, the low E and the high E. And if you need adjustments, you need to use the Allen key that comes with the guitar and then operate here in 2 screws that are just more or less in the middle of these poles, right? And then move the bridge around with those screws so you can get to the perfect distance for your intonation. Needless to say that there is no such a thing as a perfect intonation because of the way the guitar is built as an instrument. Now we are going to check how accurate the design of the bridge is, and we are going to first check if the low and high E are intonated, and if not, we will have to operate with our Allen key here on the screws at the back. So let's see. Harmonic. Very good, we are tuned to pitch. Fretted note. Very good. We can say this is intonated. High E. Very good, tuned to pitch, look at the squares. And now fretted note. Very good. So we have a very good intonation in the low and high E. And now we are going to check the rest of the strings to see if the bridge is well designed. Tune to pitch. Very good. Our fourth string. We need to, it's a little bit flat. There we go. Again, a little bit flat. Thing is that this tuner is so accurate and so sensitive that we really need to very good. And now we fret the note. Excellent. Look at the harmonic. Hear the harmonic. The guitar is not amplified. Now we are at the G string. Harmonic is perfect. Our fretted note. Excellent. And then the B. Very good. So guys, I think this is a proof of how well built this guitar is. Another proof, other than the quality of the build, etc. We have checked the intonation at the first and sixth string, it was really good. And then we have gone string by string to check the intonation that is preset with the bridge, and is very, very, very good. Well, it has been a long video, but I hope you have learned something today. See you very soon in my next one with a bit of a surprise, and up to that moment, please play your guitars, have fun, and be good. Bye.